It's a perfect and bright morning, prime time to be productive. Instead, she's up at 9 a.m. watching K-drama. Hey you. Yes, you. Get up. Up and ready, come on. Oh, yeesh. Doesn't she know it's time for...
Romanticization. It's everywhere and everyone says to do it, but they never say how. That's what I'm here for. I have lots of advice, so let's get started. Romanticizing your life. What does it mean? Well, in short terms, it means to fall in love with life. In longer terms, it means to appreciate the small things in life and fall in love with where you currently are. I know it can be hard at first because life is far from easy. But I promise, it gets way easier. Especially when you start on the small things. For example, if you like reading, like I do, think, I'm so glad I had time to read a chapter today. Instead of thinking, I only had time to read a chapter. See, it's a small change, but these small changes lead to huge mentality changes. And once you start finding the joy in the small things, you can work your way up and find happiness everywhere. But, and this is a big but, romanticization does not mean you should suppress your feelings. You should not be suppressing any feelings that are not joy or love. In fact, I think emotions are a huge part of romanticizing, and I think that's the part that people tend to leave out the most. I mean, if you're feeling sad or angry, recognize those feelings. Recognize your feelings and say, you know what, I am feeling sad, or I had a bad day today, but it's okay because I'm only human. You're not your emotions, but what you do with those emotions makes up a big part of you. Romanticizing does not mean living your life in sunshines and rainbows and constantly being happy, although I'm sure we all wish we could do that. Romanticizing is actually, I think, like, huge about feelings and emotions. You know, romanticizing your life doesn't mean all your bad days will go away. It just helps you get over a bump in the road because, remember, no roads are smooth. So, how exactly do I start to get this mentality, and how do I know when I'm suppressing my emotions? Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I'm only 16, but I think I've learned a thing or two about romanticization. See, I love to live my life to the fullest. And in order to do that, I have to add a little bit of romance to everything I do. For example, doing homework is definitely not the thing I would like to do on weekends, and it's definitely not my favorite thing to do. But I'm lucky to do it. Some people aren't able to go to school. They're not able to even have the privilege to struggle with homework. And that, I think, is kind of romanticization. And it can be even bigger things, like doing YouTube. I'm so blessed to have so many friends and family that support what I do because not everyone has that luxury. And it's really great to be surrounded by love and support. And, of course, romanticization starts at the smallest things. Like, trust me, you're gonna think it sounds a little silly, and you're not gonna believe me, but romanticization can be as simple as a picnic, okay? Going on your own little self-date. Taking yourself out. I mean, girl, you are so amazing, and you deserve to romanticize your life. Life can be super boring and tough sometimes, but taking a blanket and sitting it out and just looking around. Take a look at the grass and the trees and the sunshine and the birds chirping in the sky. I know it's hard because romanticization has a lot, and I mean a lot of building up to do. But I have faith in you. I think you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself. It's honestly not that hard once you get to doing it. And the process to actually start doing it is much, much, much harder than actually romanticizing. I think it's best to just clear your mind and highlight some good things. Now, again, do not suppress, but I think it is a good way to start. Start thinking about the good things, and then take a deep breath and let it all out. And then once you've highlighted all the good things, it is now time to kind of think about the bad things. What about that thing made you sad or mad or however it made you feel? Why did it make you feel that way? And is there anything you could do to fix it? Sometimes, unfortunately, the answer is no. And if that's the case, it's okay. You tried your best. And sometimes that's all you can do. Your best is all you can give. And, I mean, you can't give yourself all away to one problem. Then there'd be nothing left of you, you know? You need to just live your life. Be who you are, live for yourself, and realize that romanticizing is more about having fun and finding joys in the small things. Because while that is a pretty big part of it, there's much more. It's more about finding your inner self, finding the things that make you happy and highlighting them. But then, of course, you should focus on some sad things, because emotions are good. Feeling your emotions is a normal thing. Everyone does it. We're all human. And although some of us may hide them more than others, it's good, you know, feeling things. But that's for this episode of Girl Talk. I know the format was very different, and I really enjoyed making it, so let me know if you guys want more of this format, because I am so down to do it again. It was so much fun. I really hope you enjoyed. I love you all so much. Bye!